All right, so we're working on a little Sultans of Swing. So what we're gonna do is, starting off, I'm just gonna kind of go with the lead, go through the lead real quick, and then I'm gonna play the chords along with it, just so you know what part of the song we're at a little bit. So the very beginning, it starts off, with the chord part. And all I'm kind of doing there, if you want to just kind of learn the rhythm part, is I'm hitting the notes and I'm kind of dragging my hands along. Or if you have a pick, you can kind of dragging it. But I would use my fingers if I were just using my nails. It's like something like that. We'll go over that a little bit more in person, but that's just kind of like the sound. If you had a question about that, it's more of a gradual thing with my fingers. All right, so let's talk about the first part. I'm going to be on the 5th fret, the 7th and the 5th fret. My third finger is going to be on the D, and it's going to kind of mute right there. It's not actually going to press it down. And my first finger is going to be on the G, 5th fret. So I'm kind of muting that D string, and I'm coming to the 7th fret and kind of hammering on right there on the G string. Okay, so at the very beginning. Next part, we're going to slide in from the 5th fret on the D string and then hit the G string on the 7th fret. So it's kind of like a little bar right there. Then back up to the D string. And you're going to stretch to the 10th fret with your pinky on the G. Then back to the 7th. So far we have next part, we're going to kind of do like a little sweep pick. My first finger is going to be on the E string 5th fret, middle finger on the 6th fret B, and third finger on the 7th fret G. And so what we're going to do is we're going to kind of slide, we're going to arpeggiate that. So it's not going to be just a strum, it's going to be one individual string at a time. Starting with the G. So I went, then the 8th fret, and the 5th fret on the E string, and then 6th fret B. So one more time. And hit that again. 5th fret, back to the 6th, back to the 5th, and then G string 7. All right, so far we have So the verse part, the first verse, I should say, has a little bend right there at the beginning after it goes in the beginning part. And if you're not able to bend it, you could just slide into the 6th fret from the 4th fret on the G. So. Just for to do that part. So after that part, so let's pretend like we're in the first verse. All right. What I'm doing right there is I'm on the 6th fret G and 5th fret E. And I'm just going to start with a G, G, E, G, E, G, E, G, E. Just one string after the other. Okay, so after that it goes into the competition and other places. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be barring the 5th fret from the D to the G to the B, just those 3 strings, and then you're going to come in you're going to basically be barring, playing like a D minor there, but you're not really going to you don't have to like switch like that. You can if you want. But what I'm actually doing is I'm taking an A minor and I'm playing it right there on the 6th fret. So B, G, and D. And just those 3 strings. What I'm doing though is I'm keeping that bar right there and I'm doing that with my middle finger, my ring, and my pinky. So it just makes it a quicker transition. So bar, 5th fret, D, G, and B. Middle finger goes to the B string, 6th fret. 3rd finger goes to the D, 7th. Pinky to the G, 7th. So. Okay. So far in the verse we have slide. Alright, so here we're kind of going to do something similar like we did in the very first part of the song. We're going to do that same slide from the D string, 5th fret, and then that bar again. So 5, 7, and then bar down to the G. So I'm going 5 to 7, G, D, 10th fret G, 7th fret G. Okay. So from there, what I'm doing is I'm kind of playing like an F chord right here on the 8th fret. So I'm doing these 2 fingers, D string and G. So 3rd finger's on the D string, 8th fret. Middle finger's on the 7th fret G. So I'm hitting those 2. Then I'm bringing my 1st finger to the 6th fret and then playing these 2. So going back and forth. Then you slide up 2 frets. Okay. From there, we're going to slide from the 5th fret to the 7th fret on the A string, D string 5th fret, 7th fret D, and then 5th fret G. So kind of like a pentatonic scale. Okay, so far, this is what we have so far on the first verse. Then we're going to put it all together. One thing to remember in this song, there's a lot of repetition. So just what I would recognize is just kind of, I'm going to point that out as much as possible. Just remember that. You're going to use primarily the same fingerings for a lot of the repetitive parts. Second verse, goes to the second verse. So again, kind of like we did, but this time we're doing, putting my ring finger on the 6th fret as well as keeping my middle finger on the 6th fret G, and we're just doing G and E. Back down, down 2 frets, down 2 frets. This part's going to be a little bit harder, but again, this is one of those parts that further in the song it's going to be very repetitive. So what I'm doing, 10th fret on the E, and I'm pulling off to the 9th. So I'm going, then 10th fret B, then the 9th fret G. G, I'm doing 9, 7, 6. Then D string 7 to 5. Same thing again. The thing we did at the very beginning of or in the first verse. Then this next part is we're going to the 10th fret on the G and the E. Then walk it down to the 9th, and E is going to be on the 8th fret. And then the G string is going to go back up to the 10th, and you're going to play the B string on the 10th. So. The Sultans. Do it again. With the Sultans. So what I did right there was something that we did again. We've already done. After you do double double it up. With the Sultans, boom, bam, boom, bam. With the Sultans of swing, then bam. That A minor thing we did. Bam, bam, bam. So boom, 6th fret, 5th fret, 3rd fret. Then we're gonna come back. Okay. So a lot of these bars that we're doing and these minor chords and the F chord that we did is going to be very repetitious as well in the song. So Sultans of swing, ba, 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 ba. Then we're going to slide. We're going to come up to the 10th fret and bar. I use my 3rd finger right there to bar the same D, G, and B, 10th fret. And then I'm playing like an F chord, but I'm still playing just D, G, and B. 10th fret. Middle finger's going to be on the 9th, 1st finger's going to be on the 8th, 3rd finger stays on the 10th. Same thing, sliding up, pentatonic, 5 to 7, 5, 7, 5. All right, so far what we've gotten so far, starting at the very beginning, I'll go super slow. If you have any questions about that, just kind of learn those parts and we'll go a little bit further and maybe play it in real time. Again, download the Ultimate Guitar app if you have time this week, and that way you'll have it to play along with too, and kind of see, like, you can in real time like where it's going, but that way we can have it in practice, or we can just use mine. Either way, if you get time to do it, it is a helpful tool. If not, it's okay too. All right, man.